Here are the upcoming speakers for Friday and Sunday. Ja Crystal from Janelle Soul TV. Her topic will be on the 5 energies of skin. Then on Sunday, February 27th, join us back as we listen to Keon Davis starting at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time from Smooth and Groove, owner. His topic will be juicing for beautiful skin. Followed by Wendy Jules and Carla Nelson. Organization Fleur de Lis N'est Pas, owner. Topic: growing and sustaining your aesthetic business amid a pandemic. And those are the upcoming speakers. So please do join us for the 2022 INBU Conference, online of course. Spatial Media presents, in conjunction with AMPTV, a celebration of the 3rd annual 2022 National Black Estheticians Week, hosted by Spatial. Join us on day 3, February 24th, 2022, as we feature a discussion with panelists Tracy Donley, ASCP Executive Director, Mia Rutherford, owner and founder of Mia's Lash Lab, Lash Artist, and PMU Artist Club Incorporated, Toshiana Baker, founder of the network of multicultural spa and wellness professionals, Alicia Pierce, founder of Ask Alicia Skincare. So celebrate and learn with us during the National Black Estheticians Week. And now here's a brief about INBU founder Tiffany Medwa.
Tiffany Medway is a licensed esthetician and the founder of Spa Show, which is a directory where clients can find licensed Black estheticians in their area. She is also a senior-level copywriter with more than 10 years of writing, editing experience, producing compelling copy for high-profile brands and companies such as Mattel, Hot Topic, and ABC. When working for ABC's The View, Tiffany was asked by the show's makeup artist, Eve Pearl, to write a piece about lipstick for her book, Plastic Surgery Without the Surgery, The Miracle of Makeup Techniques. Tiffany was even featured in the book, and if you squint hard enough, you can see 2 tiny photos of her on its cover. Tiffany is passionate about skincare and the aesthetics community at spashow.com.
We're on day 3, ladies and gentlemen. And I say gentlemen because you also should be watching, because this information is imperative to you. I talked to my husband about this all last night. It was all the discussion and topic about skin, to where he's making sure he's using certain formulas that were discussed. I can't wait to bring Tiffany and Katina in on this, because it's real over here in this household. I don't know what's going on with everybody else. I can only talk about what I'm going through, because all of this unique information is just piling in my brain. I get this crash course, and I'm just saying, I'm going to bring Katina in on this. I think Tiffany, I think I just saw her. But I want to hear what Katina has to say about all this, because Katina, I sincerely was traumatized yesterday in a good way. I want to make sure I bring that up to you in a great way, by the way. Okay? And I keep saying it because I'm being real about it. I really am. It was a crash course of knowledge, a map to the skin. Do you know how they have a map to the stars? You guys are the map to the skin. How you feel about that? I'm not over exaggerating. Totally not.
No, you are not, and I'm so I'm excited that you're excited, Julia. So we had such a great time over the last couple of days. Every last speaker was phenomenal, dropping so many gems, so much knowledge to the aesthetic world. So many great products we saw from different skincare lines. So many great stories that the speakers shared from their career. So much great information dropped from Dr. Adamson and Tereska James about melanomas. And then we kind of carry that over. And someone from PCA, she talked about, we kind of talked about melanomas and sunscreen and hyperpigmentation. So it's been such a great conference already. And I look forward to today and the rest of the week. So I'm excited. I'm ready to get started.
And I just want to throw Tiffany in there. I'm like, oh, she's driving. La la la. She's like, did you just really put me on blast? We just want to say hi. I know you're driving, but you can at least tell them where you're driving to. Yes.
I am on my way to Jacksonville, Florida for the Skin Games. So the Skin Games is happening at the same time as INBU, and this is my first time going to the Skin Games. And so since it's so close to me, I wanted to be able to go and support Jennifer and all the estheticians who are going to be there competing live. So very excited and
Okay.
Right.
Well, what I did want to bring to both of your attention as we start today with our first speaker, are you aware that people are listening to you because there's funds coming in? And so I just want to, I flashed it on the screen during, and I don't know if people are becoming ambassadors or what, but this is what's happening. This is what's happening. You see this right here? That number has gone up. Yay! We should all be clapping.
Yes.
And
Yes.
so
So
I just want to bring
exciting.
that to everyone's attention. And I thank the people who have been donating. This is going to a wonderful cause. And this man talked all about it on day one. Please go see Dr. Abe Adamson. His presentation is detailed and he is doing the research as we speak. So, again, we want to thank everyone for keeping the donations rolling in. Our goal is 10,000. Can you help us reach it by the end of the INBU conference? That would be great. We appreciate the $5,705 we have right now. Pat yourself on the back. Hallelujah. Let's all praise. Thank you. Thank
Yes,
you
we are
so
more
much.
than halfway. We are more
Yes,
than halfway there, and we have 4 days
indeed.
to go. So I'm
Yes,
sure
and
we'll get there.
I'm sure of it, Katina. With the way you guys are
Mm-hmm.
pulling off this awesome conference, I'm just a tech person behind the scene, right? I'm just the that
Mm-hmm.
person, but you guys are the ones that are bringing in these fabulous speakers. And speaking of fabulous speakers, are you going to introduce our first ones? I'm going to bring her bio, Tracy. Gosh, her name is with you guys
Yes,
have
I
it.
will.
It's without an E. Just want to let y'all know, Tracy Donley. And
Yes.
so, but we did fix it on the screen. But hoping that you could bring us in, Katina.
So Tracy is an accomplished executive with more than 20 years experience leading and building national and international companies. She has an entrepreneurial spirit and thrives on keeping up with the latest beauty trends and products. Tracy holds a bachelor's degree from the University of Wisconsin, Eau Claire. But let me just tell you guys what ASCP has in store for us, for all the listeners and everyone who's competing, all the ambassadors for the UT. So ASCP is so they're giving $20 off the
Okay.
ASCP membership with
Mm,
liability insurance in celebration of NBU. And so
wow.
to get the discount, you need to go to the ascpskincare.com website /MBU. And so they're also giving away professional level memberships, which includes liability insurance and access to all of ASCP's resources, including the Executive Skin Pro and Career Toolkits. They're also giving away the an associate level
Oh, wow.
membership, as well as a digital access to ASCP Skin Deep magazine. So
Man.
wonderful giveaway to the top winners of the in-book contest this year.
Wow. Well, let's bring her in. Ms. Tracy, hello. Hello to you. Thank you for your patience. And this is so
Yeah.
wonderful. This is so the gifts and stuff that you bring upon us. Wow. Phenomenal. And thank you.
Thank you so
Yay. Well,
much.
I am so excited to be here, you guys. This is awesome. And what you're doing is so fantastic. And I couldn't help but think about how amazing it is that you're raising this money. And I even thought to myself, because, we're always trying to inspire estheticians and their business. But what, even after this, what a great way to be an ambassador, but then bring it into your business, educate your clients about this, and do a fundraiser. Maybe
Mm-hmm.
you're donating part of the treatment, the proceeds from the treatment
Mm-hmm.
to this fund to
Mm,
benefit it too. I just think it's so cool. I love it,
Mm-hmm.
guys.
that's way cool. Well,
Thank
with no
you.
further ado,
Thank
we can't
you.
wait for your presentation, Tracy, because I'm all about these cool presentations. I'm getting crash courses galore. So I'm very excited. You just tell me when. We're ready when you are.
All right, well, let's just get right into it. You guys heard I am Tracy Donley, and I'm the executive director of Associated Skincare Professionals. And what is Associated Skincare Professionals? Well, we are an association that is your team member. So most of our estheticians are solo entrepreneurs, and you need some support. So we support you that way. And we'll get into some more of that stuff later. But so this whole presentation is all about going solo. Are you ready? Let's get started. Okay, next slide. So congratulations. I'm guessing you've decided to be your own boss, or you're right on the edge of your seat there. You've got the drive, the passion, but what about the marketing, the funding, and the business plan? Just to name a few of the components that you'll need. So let's take a closer look at the industry, what it takes to go solo, and the steps to make this dream your reality. So let's first take a look at the market analysis and some of the progression that we've seen in the marketplace. So the salon and spa industry has seen a steady growth over the last decade. However, that growth is largely due to the gains in business with no paid employees, also known as the non-employer sector, the solo entrepreneur, right? In fact, this sector of the industry has increased more than 40%. And this is a huge growth and an indicator that many people in the beauty industry are going into business for themselves. So you are in the trend, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so let's take a look also at some of the market analysis. How many people are solo entrepreneurs? So more than 1.4 million professionals work in what is referred to as the personal appearance occupations in the United States. So AKA beauty and skincare industry. Individuals in these occupations have a much higher rate of self-employment at 31% compared to the overall just 6% of that workforce. So this means, you guys, that 3 out of every 10 beauty professionals are self-employed. And why do you think that is? We all know more money and more flexibility, right? All right, next slide. All right, so now we're going to talk a little bit about the path to ownership. The beauty industry is represented by more women and is more diverse than the overall workforce. The beauty industry paves the way for individuals of all backgrounds to own and operate businesses, and there are amazing resources like grants, scholarships, loan programs for women, Black, Indigenous, and people of color who wish to start their own business. And 74% of all salon and spa businesses are owned by women, compared to just 36% of businesses overall in the private sector. 33% of businesses in the salon and spa industry are Black or African American owned versus 10% of total private sector businesses. 19%, are you guys loving all these stats? 19% of salon and spa businesses are Asian owned compared to 7% of businesses in the overall private sector. All right, so that's a lot of stats I just threw at you. Sorry, next slide, please. And we're probably going to pop all those stats up there. The fancy slides. Okay, so how will you know when you're ready, right? How will you know? Okay, it's pretty simple, guys. You're passionate about your craft. You know the ins and outs of skincare, including the best tools, the techniques, the supplies, and the products. And honestly, that is a constant process of learning and educating yourself, right? But if you are enthusiastic and you just can't get enough, then this is the way to go. So by the time that you consider opening your own business, skincare procedures and treatments should be the easiest part, right? So you're ready to learn, and who isn't in this ever-changing beauty industry, right? Just like I mentioned before. And challenges will always arise when running a business, right? You can see the big picture. You keep your eyes on the goal, even when you have yet to break even. That's just a little reality check there. And you want to be your own boss. You're capable of managing your own time, setting your schedule, and creating structure that's going to work for you. So, do I need a business plan? I think I can hear all of you guys screaming at the screen right now. The short answer is yes. So for every entrepreneur, and a business plan is the foundation on which to build your operation. And also, too, I might want to just add in, that is going to change and you're going to alter it as you go along. But similar to a roadmap, a business plan will define your path to success and illustrate the route that you'll take to get there, right? Everyone needs a map. Don't allow the idea of creating such a document intimidate you. You're likely to have identified many of your business goals already, how you're going to achieve them, and what it will take for you to do so. Consider engaging the services of an accountant, especially when you're preparing a plan to submit to a financial institution, venture capitalists, or other lenders to secure financing for your business. And I would also add too, I think any time that you can, to really budget and plan for other professional services, like maybe some legal, so an accountant, maybe it's a bookkeeper versus an accountant, but really make sure that you're putting that in there so that you have a great foundation and you can really shine where you do the best work. All right, next slide. All right, so we are now at the importance of professional partners. Kind of just gave away this already, but a network of experts in your area, such as accountants, lawyers, business consultants, and we can't forget all the amazing coaches. I know Tosh Bakewell very well, and she is a fantastic coach and a great inspiration for anybody who is going solo. So check that into that as well. And I would always say, bottom line, don't go at it alone. Building these business relationships is a direct correlation. We've seen it time and time again to the success of you and your business. These individuals may give you a competitive advantage and help you achieve your business objectives. Next slide. Okay, this is a really important one, and it's not always the fun one. But to ensure you operate legally, you must be aware of the rules and regulations in your area. So not only just scope of practice, everyone, but the business rules and regulations that you have to abide by in their state and county and city. You'll need to consider the licenses and permits required to open and operate a business, rules and regulations, licensing, and even permits, like I had just said, I'm jumping the gun here, by a city, county, and state. And more information can be learned through the Small Business Association or even the Chamber of Commerce. But ultimately, you will need to go down to the city or county building in your area where you'll want to make sure that your business is located, whatever that area is. The employees there will be well versed on what you need to start your business. You may want to obtain, like we had mentioned before, advice from a lawyer or an accountant to learn about the ins and outs of establishing your business. And I would also recommend too that you check out our website if you are a member, because we have lots of little hacks and tips for you to access, and even phone numbers and contacts. Okay, next slide. Okay, so business structure. What type of business structure do I want? Another great question to ask yourself is what type of business structure do you want? Do you want to be a sole proprietor? So that's one option. Or LLC, which is limited liability company, or an S Corp, or another type of entity. The legal structure you choose for your business will impact your business registration requirements, how much you pay in taxes, and your personal liability. Okay, so that's a big deal. Consulting with a business counselor, attorney, and accountant can help you decide the benefits of each different type of structure. Consider your business structure carefully. It may be possible to change the structure in the future, but you will be faced with restrictions and tax consequences. And let me tell you guys, I've had a business and I did change it midstream, and it was a paper trail nightmare. So you will need to choose a business structure before you register for your business with the state. So keep that in mind. Next slide. Capital. Oh, I wish money grew on trees, you guys. As a business owner, it is imperative you know the source of your money, how you will spend it. I would say also too, how much you will need to start it, and any necessary payment arrangements that you will have to commit to. There are times when you need an increased infusion of capital in order to remain competitive. This may occur seasonally, such as the need to purchase additional inventory in preparation for the holidays or busy season, or there may be a need to obtain spa equipment, right? Investing in new equipment so you can offer new things on your menu, or even just to make sure you're staying competitive for all the different services that your clients are requesting. And capital is required in business for following expenditures. All right, here we go. Let's break them down. Hard costs. These encompass the cost of your actual assets, such as aesthetic equipment, computer hardware, telephone system, stereo components, supplies, and product inventory. Okay, the next key, soft costs. Okay, these include variable expenses such as recruitment, training, that could be for you if you're the sole proprietor, computer software, and marketing materials. Then next, fixed expenses. These are business costs that remain fairly constant, right? Such as monthly rent, your telephone, electric bills, and equipment leases, okay? Then we have something that is called recurring expenses. These are expenditures that occur on a regular basis, such as tax and insurance, okay? Those are reoccurring. And then we have the sort of dreaded variable expenses, right? This is always the one that can throw us all off if we don't plan the best we can for them. So these costs will fluctuate based on increases and decreases in the income generated by your business. The more you make, the more you'll need to spend on things such as payroll, if you do happen to have employees, benefits, resale products, legal and accounting services, advertising, and taxes. And one other one that I think is very big is that the more money you make, the more money that goes out the door because you're from your credit card processing, because they are going to charge you a fee as well as a percentage for processing credit cards. So remember that too. That's not fixed. All right, next slide. So location, location, location. Everyone talks about that. How do I choose my location? If you plan to work alone, you might want to consider a suite rental or renting a single room inside an established salon or spa because you're going to get some walk-in traffic, right? And the suite rental, you guys have seen it, like My Salon Suites and Phoenix Salon. Those are great because they typically only charge you on, I think, every 2 weeks or even weekly. So it's a little bit more reasonable. I mean, you are going to sign a lease though. Now, if you want to own your own establishment, this is a big, big step, and it is debt. Bigger debt, bigger commitment. But you can rent a space in a location that gets a lot of foot traffic. So I would consider that a retail location. Offers easy access, is far from your competitors. So look at that, and has adequate parking. I think one of the really big key things that I do want to underline is the location really matters, because I know when I've had retail businesses in the past, I just wanted to make it convenient to my home, and that probably wasn't the best choice. So learn from my mistakes. Make sure you're looking at where your competition is, where the people are going, and also what has great traffic, great foot traffic. Your location will also, you guys, it will determine your taxes. Zoning laws and regulations to your business may be subject to that too. So I know people who have said that they were going to open their business, they did, and they were offering microblading, but for some reason in that specific zone, they weren't allowed to offer microblading. They could only do spa services. So it is very important to look at that. Also to consider your target market, the type of client that you want to attract when choosing your location. Okay, so who is my customer? Just like with any business, you need to figure out which market your skincare business falls into so you can target your desired audience. I know you guys know this, but we've got to say it lots of times because this could be a major downfall to the success of your business if you don't really pinpoint this. You want to find your niche. Niche is important. You do not want to be serving the masses, right? Because then it's going to become a price war. For example, figure out if your skincare business is going to focus on treatments for men or for women. younger or older individuals, and how much disposable income is available to these people. Using this information, identify your price points and use them to decide on the services and treatments that you're going to offer. This is more important than hoping for a certain client to come your way. So consider your location. Who is that demographic of your area? Are you meeting those specific needs of those people? Assess the competition. What are the businesses offering similar services? Stand out from the rest and target the demographic not being served, right? So look at that. Where is the void in that area? Analyze your offerings. Who do your products and services appeal to, and what problems do they solve? Okay, next slide. All right, now we're really getting into it. How do I market my business? Okay, there are so many ways to market your business today, including email, social media, of course, a website, blogs, and the old standby business cards. Getting out there and networking, right? The key when you're starting your new business is to market your business economically. So while gaining the most impact, let's take a closer look at some of the ways that you can market your business. Next slide, please. Word of mouth marketing. Duh, that's free, right? Naturally occurring word of mouth is where clients share their satisfaction with your brand. Word of mouth will always, always, always be the most valuable way to promote your business. There is no actual investment, but provide outstanding service and your clients will rave about you. Another way to create the buzz is develop a referral program. Business cards. I know. Who uses business cards anymore? But I know we just put it all on our phone, but it's so great when you're just out and about to be able to give that to them, have something that you can give them. Business cards are the old standby, but they are good. They're inexpensive and you can hand them out everywhere. Another idea to turn your business card is into a promotional tool by offering a gift for someone on the back. So maybe that is a complimentary eyebrow wax or maybe even a tint, whatever you like. Maybe it's an add-on service to a treatment. So great little gift idea. All right. So social media, we're all doing it. It is a commitment though when you're a business owner. So use social media outlets like Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube to stay connected with clients. It's a free platform. It increases your exposure and only takes time. But remember, it does take time and you want to be consistent. Consider starting a Facebook group and invite your clients to join. When you post, they will be notified automatically, increasing your exposure, of course. And you can also use YouTube to post a tour of your spa or share educational snippets. Clients love to see what your business looks like before they arrive. That's a really big deal, guys. I know tons and tons of even consumers that's the first thing that they'll check out before they go to a new business. Instagram is another great option for reaching potential clients by posting stories and photos to promote an event or a special. And another thing that I cannot get enough of, and I will go into a crazy rabbit hole, is that I love to see the before and afters, right? So posting before and afters on Instagram is a great way without having to think too hard about what your cute little post is going to say. Before and after, they tell the story. All right, next slide. So, website. Many business owners simply set up a website to display their location, services, and price list. While this is great information to have on your site, websites can offer so much more than that. And you can start a blog, hold promotions, answer frequently asked questions, sell product. Especially, that was a big, huge deal, right? During the pandemic, when we had the shutdown, that kept a lot of estheticians afloat. Share great news, promote special events and specials, and so much more. And I would also make sure that you do remember when you're setting up your website that you want to make sure that you are listing it with Google Business. You're doing all of those things so that you're going to come up in those searches when it's like spa near me. Okay, that's a little tip. Consider adding an online scheduler that allows your clients to schedule their appointments 24/7, as well as e-commerce with drop shipping. So a lot of places, a lot of different skincare manufacturers will also offer drop shipping, and it'll feel like a seamless opportunity to buy it on your site. And then, of course, emails and e-newsletters. Whatever message you want to spread to your clients becomes easy. It's really important. I always recommend using an email system like Constant Contact, just because you want to make sure that you are safeguarding yourself from any kind of canned spam laws. And those types of email systems will help you do that. Okay, next slide. All right, cross-marketing. So refer your skincare client to a hairstylist, a nail tech, a massage therapist that you trust. It could even be more than that, whatever makes sense. Make sure that you put a cross-marketing plan in place. And that is totally worth the foot traffic. I'm telling you, just go out there and network with those other professionals, build those relationships, and you'll get clients who would have the benefit from your service and vice versa. And you guys can work together even on cross promotions. Next slide. Community involvement. I know so many very, very successful estheticians, and you know how we're even talking about this great thing that we're doing right now with the fundraiser. But this is a great thing to do. So hold grand openings or other similar events and invite clients to bring friends with them. Make it a promotion, make it something that benefits the community or benefits others. Sell gift cards, showcase your products, retail, and your knowledge, right? And you can pick a local charity. You can participate in different events or auctions that are happening in your community, give product gift baskets or offer your service. Reach out to the Chamber of Commerce. That is a great resource. Make sure you are doing that and look at their community calendar. Determine how your business can participate in their community events. That's going to go a long way, you guys, I promise. The next one, what does my treatment room look like? It's so funny because this is a lot of times where people get the most excited and they spend the majority of the time when they're thinking about their business on this. So this is a part of it, but let me tell you, the financials and your audience that you're targeting and your location are much more than this. But purchase equipment based on the types of services that you'll be providing. So start there. Don't start with all the fancy stuff and the decorations and the paint colors. Start with what you need to perform those treatments. Attend trade shows to see demonstrations of the latest equipment and products before making your purchases. If manufacturers or consultants offer lectures or classes at trade shows or online, attend those that you find relevant to your business and what you want to offer. Next slide. What services should I offer? I think you guys know this. We've already kind of touched on it, but consider your targeted market and their price point when deciding what services and treatments you want to offer. You can offer a variety of techniques and treatments to your clients, from basic steam facials to advanced aesthetic services and the latest trends. Some skincare professionals may find a niche and focus their careers on a specific area of aesthetics, like hair removal. I know people who have very, very successful practices, and it's all they do is waxing. But you could choose makeup, artistry, or laser procedures, or even microblading. You can find your niche if that works best for you. So where do I begin? Well, this is where I can show you where we can help you. ASCP will connect you with all the tools and resources you need to be successful. So for more than a decade, you guys, it has been, I think, about almost 15 years. ASCP has been the only all-inclusive source for professional liability insurance, education, community, exclusively for estheticians who want to thrive in their career. And we continue to build these benefits on all the time. And as a business owner, ASCP is your best mentor and your business partner for so many reasons. One, that you can pick up the phone and call us, and you will not be placed on hold. You will get a real person, and we will get you the answer you need. So sometimes being a solo entrepreneur can be a little bit lonely and feel like you're in a bubble. Got you covered. All right, next slide. The importance of a professional membership. So once you make that decision to go solo and open your business, you'll need support and resources to help you succeed, right? So ASCP, we're all about you. Professional membership provides marketing. So we're going to give you marketing. We're going to give you the liability insurance that you need to protect you. It's a $6 million policy, and it protects exclusively you, no matter if you are in your salon, in your spa, or if you are traveling to a client's house. It follows you wherever you go. Education, promotion, and community for estheticians at every stage of the journey. And here we're going to sort of break down some of the resources available to you guys. And I do really hope that we have time for questions, but if not, we'll get them answered later. So first, we have career toolkits. So what is this? It's career guidance, planning, and support right there. And it's packed with articles. You can read articles. It has resources. It has video. It has podcasts. And my very favorite thing, and you should start here before you even get your business license or anything, we have calculators. So first, there's an aptitude test that you can take. That's kind of fun, but it tells you straight up, are you ready to be a business owner? Or should you stay in an employee? Or what have you? Take that test. And then we also have your startup costs. It's a calculator. It basically asks you questions, just like going through TurboTax, probably things that you might not even consider. And you just answer these questions. At the very end of going through these calculators, you'll see that nugget, that nut of what you need to start your business. We also help you with your treatment menu. If you have a certain amount of money that you need to make each year, we'll help you back into that. Just check out those calculators. I don't know anybody else who has anything like that. So, and it's all pre-programmed specifically for estheticians. All right, next slide. Introducing Skin Pro. Oh my goodness, what is this? I'm so excited about this, you guys. This just launched in January, and it is an app. It's a web app, so you have to download it on your phone once you log in as a member. But it has, I think it's 75 skin conditions, as well as 168 ingredients. So imagine that you're in the treatment room and you're doing the intake and you're reviewing everything that you need to put a plan together for your client. It is going to give you the indications for, let's say it's rosacea, and it's going to give you contraindications, ideal ingredients to use, to not use. It is everything right in the palm of your hand. So we're really excited about it. This is just the start. We're going to continue to add to that. And of course, we're always looking to our members to share ones that maybe are not in here, that are missing. And we will be getting that information updated. But we're really excited too, because if you guys know Dr. Mark Lees, he collaborated with us on this Skin Pro app. So I hope that all the members out there download it. If you're not a member, join, and then you can download it. It is priceless. All right, next slide. So our members are protected. So as I mentioned to you guys before, ASCP membership includes professional liability insurance, which is a $6 million annual individual, so not shared aggregate, with comprehensive coverage, including general. So what is general? That means if someone slips and falls, they're covered, you're covered. Professional, let's say that you just had a bad day and someone didn't give you the right information on their intake form, or they withheld that, we got you covered. You are safe. And product liability and coverage too. So let's say someone has an allergic reaction for at-home product that you recommended that they use, covered. So nobody else in the industry can say the same about the coverage that they're offering. All right. So what is liability insurance? Liability insurance, what does it do? Why is it important? Basically, I know you guys know this. It is an insurance policy that protects you when you are being sued, right? And or just even being held legally liable for claims of negligence resulting from damage or injury to a person. And here's the thing, so many people, I talk all the time at different trade shows, so many people come up to me and say, I don't need that because really my practice is pretty small, and all of my clients, they're my friends, they would never do that. And I can tell you, I've seen it time after time. When they have medical bills that are over $50,000, they're not going to be like, hey friend, no worries, I got this. They're going to want you to pay for it. Okay, so make sure that you're protecting yourself. There is no reason to not protect you, your clients, your relationships, and your business. We're going to just cruise through a few of these things. We talked about what product liability is. We talked about general, that's slipping and falling. And we've had some pretty litigious people out there who claim that they slipped and fell. But then when our insurance company researched it, they did not. Actually, they fell and hurt themselves the night before at a dance club. So next slide, lessons learned. Always make sure that you complete a consultation form. Why is this important? Because if someone does come back at you, you want to have as much in writing as possible. You want to show that you are detailed and you are the professional. Always do a patch test whenever you have a new client that comes in or you're using a new ingredient, and use appropriate treatment. So don't get all rogue. Make sure that you're staying within scope of practice. That's very, very important. All right, next slide. This is really important. I want to share this with everybody. And if you haven't heard this, make sure that you are committing this to your brain, because this is how we're going to keep you safe too. Make sure that you're maintaining a safe work environment. What does that mean? That means you are making sure that you're checking the screws on your table, making sure the screws in your mag lamp are okay. Is your steamer clean, or is it sputtering, scalding hot water, or potentially? Make sure you're doing routine heat source checks. So make sure that your cords are not frayed. Make sure they're in good working condition. Make sure that everything is working in working fashion. And always, always, I'm going to be a broken record, intake form, health history, and waiver forms. And the great thing about ASCP2 is we have over 100 that you can choose from and customize. They have our insurance company has reviewed them. They are lock solid, really great forms. So those are all free for our members too. Always discuss potential risks and contraindications. And I always recommend, you know what, give it to them in writing. So sometimes people get in the whole spa brain and they might not really hear what you're saying, okay? And keep accurate records. One thing I always say too is that, even if you feel like that service went great, still keep record on it. Or even if you had a little, your spidey tingle kind of came up, make sure that you are writing down anything, even if nothing comes about. Because what typically does happen with lawsuits and things like that is a lot of times the attorneys will wait to the statute of limitations, which might be 2 years after the incident happened. And they're hoping that you had horrible records so that they win their case. Always use caution when applying heat. You guys know that. Make sure that you're being real careful with that. Post-treatment precautions. Again, I always recommend going over it with them verbally, but then also give it to them in writing. Build strong and professional relationships. What does that mean? Of course, I'm building strong and professional relationships, Tracy. Well, are you? I know a lot of times clients will come in and they will tell you their whole life story because it's like you're their therapist and they're getting free therapy from you. But resist that urge to talk about other people in your spa or to talk about your professional life. I know you want to relate. You're in this profession because you're caring and you want to heal people. But really try not to. Make sure that you hold professional boundaries. Never practice unsafe procedures. I've said that before. That just means make sure it's in scope of practice and you've had the proper training. And guess what? When in doubt, refer out. Cross marketing. So if it's not something that you know about, or if it's outside of your scope, send them to the dermatologist. Send them to the chiropractor. Send them to the acupuncturist. Send them to the nutritionist. When in doubt, refer out. All right, next slide. Our members are connected. We know that marketing your business can be expensive. So our members receive a free professional website. Can you guys believe that? It is a free website and free hosted URL. You get a matching email address that goes with it. We have something that's called marketing bundles, where they're templates that match the website so you can have all your reminder cards, all the good stuff that you'd want. We also have industry-specific social media memes. Remember how I was telling you that social media is a true commitment, and in order to do it well, you have to do it consistently. So when you're not feeling so inspired, you can go to this library, pick out some memes, post it. So this is all included in your membership to help you build a successful business. Let's take a closer look at some of these benefits. All right. Here's the website builder. I'm going to kind of glaze over this, but let me tell you, it's a website builder. It's not overly sophisticated, but it gets you started, and it's really, really easy to use. So there's that. There's no hosting fees, unlimited pages. You can put videos on it, rotating photo galleries, FAQs for your client. These are what some of the marketing bundles look like. They match the website templates. Pretty, right? All right, there we go. These are the social media memes that I had mentioned. So they're cute, right? All right, and here are some of the events, and I really encourage all of you to participate. We have Estie of the Year. That person, I'm really excited. Wait till you guys find out who Estie of the Year is this year. It's a big deal. It's coming up on this next issue. She's amazing. But one Estie amazing inspirational story is chosen each year. Hundreds and hundreds of people write in from all over the country, and one person is chosen, and they get a professional photo shoot. Their story is like an 8-page feature in the magazine, and it's pretty awesome. And then we honor them also at our big show that we have at IECSC. It's our Reader's Choice Awards show that we do with them. It's a big award show. So definitely check it out. Big names always attend, and the show at IECSC is free to anyone and everyone, and it's a great time. All right, next slide. Please, you guys, follow us on social media. That's at ASCP Skincare. That's our handle. I would also mention that our members are educated, and it makes sense, right? Because you want the best of the best. You want to keep learning. We are here to support you by providing education that includes techniques, marketing, treatment room resources, business readiness, and so much more. We provide this education through our exclusive ASCP career toolkits that we mentioned. You guys, if you're not a member and you're just curious as to what our content is like, we have a very successful podcast. It's called ASCP SE Talk, as well as, so you can check that one out, and it's really fun. We have estheticians who talk back and forth, and it's like being in the lunchroom, but with estheticians. And then we also have the Rogue Pharmacist with Benjamin Knight Fuchs, who really gets into the skin-body connection and how to really help your clients truly understand the science that's going on, and you understand the deep science to better equip your clients. We have an on-demand video library for non-members. We also open up a video once a month for anybody to check out. And then, of course, we have our blogs, and that's just a taste of what we offer. And of course, our award-winning ASCP Skin Deep magazine, which has had a little facelift. So wait till you see this issue. It's like a amazing coffee table book that you'll want to keep forever. All right, next slide. So ASCP, we have the on-demand education, like I mentioned, and it's going to always cover ingredients, skin physiology, techniques, treatment modalities, marketing, career and finance, and self-care. Self-care is so important these days. We have Skin Deep magazine, like I mentioned, as well as Indie Stylist magazine for hairstylists. So if anybody out there is what we like to call a dually, and that even could be a nail tech and a esthetician, you actually only pay for one membership, and then you get coverage for wherever your license is. So no additional cost. And as an ASCP member, you're going to get all of this, you guys, and so much more. So for estheticians, it's only $259 per year. And just like they said at the beginning, we are offering $20 off for anybody who is watching this program. Anybody. And that is only $239 for the year. And that covers your $6 million policy and all of this goodness. On-call people ready to answer any questions to support your success. So with that said, next slide. That's us. That's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I wish that I was with everybody in person because it's so much more fun. But thank you.
I just wanted to make sure I saw that price right. I want to go back to that price screen because this is phenomenal. You get all that for this price?
Yeah, and I'm going to just tell you a little teaser. I can't say exactly when, but
okay.
Very soon we will be also including as a member benefit free scheduling and and then it includes credit card processing and retail. So that will be a plugin that you can just plug right into, and it's a CRM basically. So that will be included in ASCP membership. That will be this year.
My goodness, Tracy, another fabulous presentation. And this, from the outside looking in, again, my trade, I tell everyone how I'm an investigative journalist. I don't see why people wouldn't get this package if they're an esthetician. I'm just saying, because you are saying all the things I usually have to get separately as a journalist in my industry, it's a little bit more difficult. And I'm thinking, you guys have everything there for them. And this is phenomenal. This is a phenomenal package. And so I just want to tell people as we get started with questions, because I know Tiffany and Katina are ready for them questions, but we're going to put up on the screen so that there is a discount. There's a $20 off discount that ASCP, Tracy, okay, I'm just saying, hook it up. She hooked you up. Get that membership.
Yeah.
I mean, my goodness, it's very inexpensive if you're looking at all the things you get. Folks, you need insurance. I tell this to everyone because they think they can just get by. I really don't. Well, don't really need that. You really do need that. Anything can happen, like what you said.
I mean, the amount of heartbreaking stories that I've heard. I mean, you guys, these lawsuits are $2 million for a chemical peel gone wrong.
What?
I mean, the smallest one that I've ever seen for waxing is like $4,000. And depending on where you're starting out in the business, you might not have an extra $4,000 just laying around.
Yeah, not usually. You know what I'm saying? Not like during this post-COVID-19 pandemic, whatever we're in. That's still a lot of money just to have off to the side for a solo. Yeah. So we're going to bring in Katina and Tiffany, if Tiffany will let me. Maybe I'll bring in Katina first. I might get scratched up or something if I bring in Tiffany. I'm going to ask her first.
Yeah, you would.
If you guys have a question, please, you can text that question, 559-242-6788, 559-242-6788. And you can either say you want to be live. If you don't, you can just text your question. But I want to bring in some Tiffany. Can I bring? I'm gonna text her first. I'll bring in Katina. That's safe, right? All right, Katina, help me out here. Am I missing something? This is like a fabulous package. What am I missing?
You're not missing anything. Look, I think I've been missing out. So the thing is with me is that I haven't been practicing. I actually have not had a solo practice in a couple of years. But of course, I think every esthetician in America has probably heard of ASCP at some point. I've never seen a presentation like this. If someone would have given me a presentation like this before, I'm definitely sure that I would have jumped on it sooner. So you're saying, Tracy, that not only are you getting the liability insurance and the membership and all the extra educational resources, you're saying that once you pay that one-time fee for the year, we have access to building our own website without any hosting fees?
That's what she said. I heard it.
That's what she said.
And
that's what she said.
Yeah.
I heard it.
Yep, that's for real.
Let's bring in the whole team here.
I mean, imagine that plus scheduling, plus, an app. I mean, you guys, we are not going to stop adding benefits to this. And this price has not changed, you guys, in over a decade.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
They're still speechless.
Like I said, I've definitely heard of ASCP, and from what I remember, your price has pretty much been the same year after year. Since I've been an esthetician now for going on 7 years, and so that's wonderful, Tracy. And so I'll let Tiffany speak before I ask the question.
Hi, Tiffany.
Hi, Tracy. Thank you so much for your presentation. That was very comprehensive. And like Katina said, I wish I had something like that when I was first starting off, because I think I would have had a lot more confidence, because you kind of cover every point in the business journey. So I really wish I had something like that. So thank you. And thank you for that amazing discount and the gifts that you're giving. So really appreciate it. So
there's going to be. So when will we know who the free people who win who are winning the free memberships?
After the 28th. So by March 1st, I'll start going through everything. So, yeah. So I'll definitely let you know.
Good. Yeah.
Okay, so another thing that you touched on that I want you to reiterate in the beginning of your presentation when you're speaking about making sure that you are compliant in all your
Mm.
licensing and your city and state licensing. Please reiterate that because I tell estheticians all the time, just because you did not know the law, that's no excuse. So please come back and let them know a little bit about making sure that your business is compliant.
Yeah, and I would definitely say, a lot of times if you're talking to landlords, they're not going to necessarily know because they don't care. They want their rent, right? So the due
Right.
diligence really falls on you. And like I said, you can go to the city, you can go to the county and find out. You don't want to get surprised to find out that, oh, we can't have massage therapists working in this location. They can only be estheticians. So know from like a big business standpoint what your real plan is going to be and check into that. And the other thing, I know this is crazy and I hope it doesn't, you probably all know this, but just realize that you guys are going to be paying quarterly taxes on the retail products that you're selling. And retail sales is probably the most important, right? We all know this because if your clients want to see real
Mhm.
results, they can't just go to the dentist and hope that cleaning their teeth twice a year is going to do the trick. They got to brush their teeth at home, wash their face, take care of it. So,
Right. Okay, that's definitely something to everyone needs to know for quarterly sales on your retail products. So all you estheticians just starting out and you know that you're going to be selling products, that's something that you want to educate yourself on and definitely speak to your, get your sales tax and everything registered with your state. Um, so
oh, and
expect to pay taxes on your retail products.
yeah, and one other thing I wanted to tell everybody, we are putting together also a business series that's going to be coming up. We're really excited, and it's about micro lending. So, it's not always easy for estheticians to get an SBA loan. SBA means small business loan. You're a small business owner. You should be able to get that loan, right? Nope. It doesn't work like that. Small businesses could mean that you have less than 100 employees. So we're going to be doing a whole series on where you can get funding, how you can get it for starting out. Other places like I had mentioned too about um, grants and other types of ways to secure some financial liquidity. We're going to be helping you guys with that. So that's coming up in the next month or so watch for that.
Amazing. I'm excited. Do we have any more questions from the audience, Julia?
I have a question. So
Okay.
I wanted Tracy to really get into talking about cross marketing. That's something that I've always
Mm,
stressed, even in the work that we do, and we do a lot of community involvement. And just like we're doing this event with Tiffany, cross marketing seems to be a key. That's like that diamond that's hidden in the rough. And I was hoping that you could expand just a little bit more on the cross marketing.
Sure. I mean, honestly, that can be the one thing that makes your business. And so cross marketing, I mean, it doesn't have to be like what I was saying, a hairstylist or, a massage therapist. Those are the given, right? That you think about. Or of course, like a med spa, if you're not offering laser hair removal, and they do great way to go back and forth with some cross marketing. But it can also be a nutritionist, a
Mm,
dietitian, it could be a
okay.
chiropractor, it could even
Hmm.
be a bank. Like if it's a local community bank, of
Hmm.
course. I mean, it could be the grocery store down the corner. Just look at whoever their clientele is. If
Hmm.
that is your clientele, that same demographic, that same person, then that is your
mhm.
cross marketing opportunity.
And I think it's a
Right.
great way to network with professional relationships as well. And I mean, I can't see a better way in that sense, just being able to know other people in other industries that are similar. When you're talking about beauty and healthcare, I think that's all relative. And I think that's what I was saying even in yesterday's talk about, well, gosh, if my masseuse had referred me to an esthetician, I had an esthetician. And so that
Mhm.
referral is important because I'll listen to my masseuse. I'll listen to an esthetician. Now I know I got to go make sure I find one that is going to be able to take care of my type of skin. But in all honesty, it seems that that can just bring in and trickle in extra monies and extra clients just by those referrals.
Yeah, and I would even just mention, I mentioned to you guys our ASCP SD Talk podcast. You can find it anywhere podcasts are. And listening to the Rogue Pharmacist and really hearing that mind body connection to healthy skin, understanding how vitamin C works in the body, understand how collagen works in the body, and all these different supplements that lots of people are taking. Once you listen to that, I'm telling you guys, you will run to a dietitian, a nutritionist, and that would just become like this perfect synergy of of uniting together, because that person would have such a great overall health, right? And you're all our caregivers out there, and that's what it's about, right? You just want
Right.
healthy people and healthy results.
Right. And I know we're way over time. We didn't kept Tracy longer than what she's supposed to. We just had to ask those questions. But Katina, any final thoughts? And I think Tiffany's frozen in time. So Katina, I'm gonna bring it to you. Any final thoughts or any final questions you might have for Tracy?
No final questions. I just wanted to thank Tracy once again for agreeing to be a part of InBoo Week and part of this virtual event. We so appreciate it. Okay, so just kind of speaking a little bit on Tiffany's behalf, I know you've spoken to her,
There
but
she
this
is.
has been her passion project. And Julia and I have been, along for the ride and helping her and everything. But I just want to thank you again on Tiffany's
Yes.
behalf for being a part of InBoo Week 2022. And we hope to continue collaborations in the future.
Yes, and keep doing this. This is so amazing, and I want to support you guys any way I can. Honestly, it's amazing.
Wonderful.
Keep doing it.
Oh, you're awesome,
We will.
Tracy. You're way awesome.
Thank you
Thank you
so
so
much.
much.
Yes.
Thank you.
Great
Well,
Bye,
presentation.
guys.
Thank you.
Mwah.
awesome presentation. Awesome. Once again, folks,
Yes. Yes.
like I said, we've been bringing it to you, and I know you probably all need a break, and I know some of you just like to listen in and you give us the Q&A afterwards, no problem, because we're seeing the hits on the video, which on all of the masses of video, and we're not releasing those on-demand videos to the public. This is for people that want to get into the giveaway and you want to be a part of that experience. That's all you have to do is sign up to Spa Show. If you go to spashow.com, you get to have the privilege of watching the videos for free. It's a simple task to just sign up and subscribe to spashow.com to be able to have access to all of these on-demand videos. So if you're not able to watch it live because maybe you've got clients or you're at work, whatever the case might be, you got your back. All you have to do is go to the on-demand, go to spashow.com, and that's where you can get all of these on-demand videos from all of the days that we have been in, at least day 1, 2, and 3. And it's quite a bit of content. You're going to be wanting to get your little popcorn and snacks and a notepad because you're going to want to take notes. That's how powerful all of the speakers were. So listen, we're going to come back we're going to go to a break and wrap up a few things. And we're going to see if we can get the next speaker. We'll see what's going on there. But stay with us as you are watching the 2022 InBoo Conference. You don't want to miss it. You might want to tell a friend. And if you're not an esthetician, you still want to watch because the information is incredible. It will make sure that you get your esthetician and that you call them by next week or tomorrow. If you don't have one, you will definitely will want to. So stay with us. We'll be right back after this break. And for those not familiar with AMPTV programming, you can go to amptvnow.com to find out about the different channels that we do have available, including Spa Show, although we'd like you to go to the spashow.com website to watch the channel. But we just wanted to give those who may not know the history of AMPTV, we won't do that history lesson today, but just letting you know what's available, curated content and also original programming mixed in and with different topics, of course, from talk radio, soul music, watch TV is more like documentaries. So we've been around since 2009 doing this because we wanted to find a way to put all the content in one place and at the same time also have our news program in between and being able to provide that to people. So there is a TV guide you can click on and you can see the info. You can also click on the timeline there, and that's like a little mini TV guide that'll tell you what's airing on what day and at what time and on what channel. You see there from Real Comedy, Blended TV, Omni News, Spa Show TV, and so those are the different ways that you can access us online. You can also go to Roku, Fire TV. Those are the OTT channels that you can check us out on, and that's one way to be able to watch AMPTV programming. Again, you can go online on your mobile device and go to amptvnow.com, or you can go on your OTT. And we also have programming available nationwide on our television stations.
Owner of Faces by Tosh and the creator of the Etsy Annual Brunch, as well as the Etsy Meetup. Catch us on the next Etsy Meetup tour in a city near you.
As a licensed esthetician specializing in skin of color, it is important to me that my clients have a skincare regimen in between treatments to accelerate their results. At Skinostic, we are the only facial care system that manages acne, face discoloration, and treat the body from the inside out with a holistic approach to make sure you get the results that you want without delay. Skinostic is for the woman who wants makeup to be optional and for the man who understands skin has no gender. Put your best face forward with Skinostics.
Melanoma is a type of cancer. Specifically, it's a type of skin cancer that can develop just about anywhere on your body. Melanomas can develop from moles, also known as pigmented lesions. And they can also develop on sites on your body that don't have any moles at all. If melanoma is caught too late, it can potentially be fatal from traveling to different parts of the body. Melanoma is largely thought of as a disease that primarily affects people that self-identify as white. This is true, but melanoma can actually affect anybody of any race. That includes Black, Hispanic, Asian, etc. Usually when melanoma is diagnosed in those populations, it is caught at a later stage, and therefore those patients tend to have worse outcomes when compared to those in the white population. And this is what we call a health disparity, which exists in melanoma. We don't know entirely what the reason is for that. Is it delay in diagnosis? Possibly. Is it delays in treatment? Possibly. Are there some other factors? All of those things are subject of research, both here in my group at UT Health Austin, as well as other researchers and other institutions across the United States in the world. The treatment of melanoma can sometimes be really complex. It can include dermatologists, it can include surgical oncologists, medical oncologists, radiation oncologists. And therefore, the treatment plans for patients can really be difficult for folks that have limited access. Here at Dell Medical School and UT Health Austin, we've created what's called a multidisciplinary tumor board, where we get all of these physicians together in one room or together on Zoom during the pandemic to talk about patients and the care that we deliver them so that we can all be on the same page and really make sure that patients aren't falling through the cracks throughout their entire cancer journey, from treatment in diagnosis, all the way to survivorship. What I would say to people that are thinking about putting things off, I say that's the wrong thing to do. Make sure that if there's anything on your skin that is bleeding, that is changing colors, size, etc., go see a board certified dermatologist so that the spot can be evaluated.
Infomedia Distribution took a steady approach to matching NFTs with unique membership privileges that are worth more than just the artwork itself. One unique way the Black Collab NFT utilities increase in value is due to the nature of the membership utility. The more viewers to any of the online TV channels will boost value. The more the Black Collab display wall digital real estate purchased per several thousand. The more the value of that digital space value goes up in a short amount of time. This was the intention of connecting our NFTs with real business assets to keep the longevity of the value so that an NFT investment has a real stake value in the long run. The storytellers also benefit in this business venture. It is through their unique stories that an NFT supporter or promoter has real value in the art of the matter and the utility. Storytellers who would normally not have a way and means to earn commission are finding this to be the best way for them to earn from their own life stories. So check out the From What I Remember series, which launches this February.
And this is this quick opportunity and break to be able to discuss how you can become an ambassador. And yes, we are asking for fellow estheticians to join in as we are looking at melanoma research and the importance thereof, especially when we're talking about the skin tone for people of color. And Dr. Ade Adamson is an expert in this field. We have a wonderful presentation from him from day one. Take a look at that so you can understand what's groundbreaking in this research, and as far as Dr. Adamson, what he has found groundbreaking and what he intends to do with funds that we can raise. And so we're so grateful for the University of Texas at Austin for not only participating in this partnered fundraiser, but also creating a page for us, Horn Razor. But you can go to spashow.com, and we do have a news article about that, the melanoma skin article that also features Dr. Adamson. And so you can find that. And so we're grateful for the funds that we've just started rolling in, and we are hoping that by the end of this 2022 INBOO conference, we'll see that number go up. And we can do that with the help of you becoming an ambassador today. Again, you can sign up at the spashow.com website, or Horn Razor if you're able to get right to that University of Texas at Austin link thereof and go straight to that, then you can sign up that way. Either way, we appreciate you becoming an ambassador today for the 2022 INBOO fundraiser. And this is in honor of the Tanya A. Heyman Fund and Research Fund. Be an ambassador today. And here are the upcoming speakers for Friday. Ja Crystal from Janelle Soul TV. Her topic will be on the 5 energies of skin. Then on Sunday, February 27th, join us back as we listen to Keon Davis starting at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time from Smooth and Groove, owner. His topic will be juicing for beautiful skin. Followed by Wendy Jules and Carla Nelson. Organization Fleur de Lis N'est Pas, owner. Topic: growing and sustaining your aesthetic business amid a pandemic. And those are the upcoming speakers. So please do join us for the 2022 INBOO conference, online of course.